Hey, this is Vince Miller. Thank you so much for joining me for the devotional. Today we're in Acts chapter 6. I'm going to be reading verses 1 and 2. Now, in these days, when the disciples were increasing in number, a complaint by the Hellenists arose against the Hebrews because their widows were being neglected in the daily distribution. And the 12, that's the apostles, summoned the full number of the disciples and said, "It's not right that we should give up preaching the word of God to serve tables." Now, I think this is a great moment in the life of the growing church. And to some, it might feel a little bit like a testy moment, but I don't think this is meant to be a testy moment. It's just the result of a growing ministry with growing needs. And it forced the church and its leadership to respond to the tension between two equally important activities, the need for serving and the need for teaching. And we learned from them that one should not be done to the exclusion of the other. Both are essential in the life of the church. And together, the leadership team finds a way to address all these growing challenges. The decision is to divide the workload and hand out leadership roles that focus people on using their time and talents within the community. You know, there have been many times in my own life where my busyness has determined my direction, and I become consumed with everything that needs to get done in my life, right? So much so that these things take control of my life and its direction. But I have found that every once in a while, I need time to really just evaluate my life. And in evaluation, I must address the investment, really, of just two things in my life: my time and my talent. And this is exactly what these leaders are assessing and addressing in this text. So in the times that I have paused long enough to evaluate my time and talents, I have always come to make sometimes small or big adjustments to two things. First, how I have been making commitments. And second, the commitments I've already made. And while this is never easy, it does result in a more effective and efficient use of my direction. I've also found that by spending more time doing what I'm supposed to be doing, others can step in and fulfill other corresponding roles. And then what happens is more people live on mission. That's what happens. I would encourage you today to just take a few minutes and consider your time and your talents, and then evaluate how you're using this time and talents with just three simple questions. What do you need to continue doing? What do you need to start doing? And what do you need to stop doing? And I think it's that last question that's always the hardest. What do you need to stop doing? And as you consider what this might be for you, remember that the teachers in this text had to stop serving to get back to doing what Christ had called them to do: teach and preach the gospel of Jesus Christ. Thanks so much for joining me for this devotional. I hope you loved it. If you have, give us a like, leave a comment below, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you right back here again tomorrow.